Hey everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to talk about AI in website design. Can ChatGPT replace an actual website designer? Everyone's talking about how AI is taking over design, but can ChatGPT really replace a web designer? I'm going to show you exactly how to use AI in your website design process, from planning to writing your copy, and where it still desperately needs that human touch. You'll know how to use ChatGPT to plan, design, and write your website faster without losing the creative edge that so makes a site feel human. So let's get started. So let's start with the basics, your website structure. Most people open ChatGPT and say, build me a website. It's way too vague. Instead, you want to tell it who you are, who you serve, and what your goal is. And you want to do it in chunks as well. So let's give an example. First, we're going to ask ChatGPT to create a site map. And I'm going to say, create a site map for a web design agency, focuses on small business clients. And I'm going to also tell it to include certain pages like a home page, service pages, and calls to action. See what it comes up with. So ChatGPT instantly gives you a clear layout. We've got a home page, about page, services, including sub pages, portfolio. It's even added a blog and some FAQs and contact pages, as well as some of the legal pages as well. It even suggests conversion points like case studies in the portfolio section and lead magnets as well. So this part alone saves you about 30 to 60 minutes of planning time. Next, we want visual direction. ChatGPT won't draw your mockups, but it can describe how a site should look, okay? So for example, if I give it a new prompt, describe a clean, modern homepage design for a fitness brand. And I'll put that in a new chat. And it'll give you ideas on section suggestions. We can see we've got brand highlight sections, even what you could do for like featured programs or products. It'll give you some direction as well when it comes to call to actions on your footer. You'll notice that it will give you a prompt as well. You can also ask this if it doesn't offer you, but you can also say, would you like to visual this as a wireframe layout? And you can try that as well. You can say yes. And it'll come up with a simple design mockup inspired by the prompt as well. You can ask it to even suggest image types within your wireframe, and you can really refine with the answer that it comes with it and kind of play around with like how you could do mockup designs as well. You can take this text and drop it into like something like Figma or Canva and use it as like a creative brief. When it comes to using ChatGPT for anything, especially something like images and what mockups, you want to give it as much context as possible, as much information as possible as you want to give it. Things like the name of your brand, the messaging that you want to put in. Do you want it to be more image heavy, text heavy, things like that? The more kind of refined and specific your prompt is, the better the quality of the output is as well. So you can see it's slowly starting to take a mock-up design for our website. So this is something that we can easily take and recreate in Wix. For example, if you wanted to use something easy like a drag and drop builder, it has come up with 2 different options as well, which gives you a really good variety, and you're not set in stone for like using one or the other. You can use like a mix of both as well. So already we've got a mock-up created using different colors, and that alone would have taken over an hour, 2 hours just through it from a designer perspective as well. So now for words. This is where ChatGPT absolutely shines, and that's for copy and messaging. So again, I'm going to open a new chat and we'll say write a homepage hero headline and sub-headline or a sustainable. And we're going to say tone is minimal. And we've got a headline and sub-headline. And you can ask it for some options. So you can say, can you create 5 more? You can get multiple versions, and you can then, tweak it as you need. You can say, make it sound more conversational, or use British English spelling, things like that, and it adapts. I usually take its drafts, polish it up, and take the best version on the live site as that's there. But again, we've got really good content as well, and we can expand it to more than just a homepage here on headline. We can use it for blog content. We can use it for more fleshed out content like an about page and things like that. The next way you can use ChatGPT is for UI UX feedback. You can use it to kind of essentially review user experience. The next thing that you can do is use ChatGPT to review your user experience and get some feedback. For example, so I've opened a new chat and I've just pasted in this prompt. So I'm designing a homepage for a small business website and I'd like your feedback from a UX perspective. And I've given it my homepage structure and I've asked it for specific areas of feedback, including what order, any sections that could be added, opportunities for stronger call to actions, and and I've asked it how to keep what way I want the output as well. It won't replace UX testing, but it's a great second pair of eyes when you're kind of designing solo. So you can see ChatGPT has created almost like a structured out of what we can do to improve the UX. It's separated into structure and flow, trust build enhancements, and UI navigation tweaks as well. But here's the truth, ChatGPT can plan and write, but it can't see. It doesn't know that your button color clashes with your background or that your spacing feels off, and that's where design intuition comes in. You want to think of AI as your creative assistant, not a replacement. You guide the vision, it just speeds up some of the boring bits as well. If you'd like to see me build an actual full website using ChatGPT prompts, drop a comment saying AI website and hit subscribe so you don't miss it. I'll show you the full process from prompt to live. Thank you for watching. If you thought this video was fun, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.